This is what I saw when I first logged in to the new Winterheart's race season. The first ever race is an Act 3 solo race, and this is the this is the starting point. Everyone starts in town, and this is not a scene I've seen before. What an erotic moment. G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back, guys. This is going to be the first of the very first of the race season. We have, what do we got here? We've got the Winterheart Event 1 Act 3 Solo. This is the first ever time ZiggyD have done these alternate start events where you can start in Act 2, 3, and 4. Pretty excited for this addition to racing in Path of Exile because it means that a lot of people are going to get to experience parts of the games in a race setting that they haven't been able to experience before. Previously, to get into Act 3, you had to be doing very long races, typically like long party races and things like that. And those are way too involved, where you're talking like 3-hour races and things like that, way too involved for most people to get into. Even myself, I do a lot of races, but I tend to avoid those longer races for the most part. So this allows you to sort of, flex your skills a little bit in a different setting. And it's also pretty interesting because we start off with a character that is already leveled up, and we allocate our points right off the bat here, and we also start off with some basic starting gear as well, which is really interesting. So this is my first time seeing any of this. I'm as blind as all of you guys are for this entire setup. But, hopefully my experience in other race events and my general game experience will see us through to some measure of success. So we need to take a look at what gear we've got here, what skills we've got, and what we're going to be actually doing here. So we have a blink arrow, a shrapnel shot, and a faster attack. So it's kind of a bit of a mess from the looks of things. Herald of Ash, caustic arrow, rain of arrows, added cold, physical projectile attack damage. Okay, all right. So the rain of arrows is a pretty decent one there. You could alternately go for this LMP lightning arrows. Very solid choice. Rain of arrows is a pretty solid traditional race. Skills shrapnel shot is a new one that I think is fairly solid. So we could really be using any of those. I doubt I'm going to be using caustic arrow at all. We will use Herald of Ash. And what have we got here gear wise? We have two very basic bows here. Just basic fizz damage waiting to be potentially augmented here. We've got a couple of very average amulets and rings and stuff like that here. 6 life. This gear is very much gear that we're going to be... This is like worse gear than I would typically have, except for the move speed boots. These are okay. We'll probably stick with those for a while. So you're starting off with very average gear, so you're going to be looking to replace this as quickly as possible. We do have access to City of San. We're level 22. I wonder if farming City of San might be a decent choice. This is like a whole new meta, like a whole different kind of like set of options we have here. We could jump in and do a couple of runs of City of San just to get some decent gear to progress, because the gear that we have right now is going to be absolutely rubbish. And this is an XP race, so we are racing for XP. So we're going to get some decent XP in City of San, maybe grabbing 2 levels in there, and hopefully replacing some of our average gear. Could be potentially a pretty solid choice. I'm going to put on some 80s synth music here. Let's get that happening, and let's see what we can do. Okay, let's shuffle around some of this stuff. Let's allocate our passives, because we've only got a couple minutes here. I'm going to grab the projectile damage through Ballistic Mastery here, down through Heart of Oak, into Finesse. I'm thinking we're going to play it safe and grab the life first off here. I'll go through the Fizz damage with bows, projectile damage, aspect of the links, and from there I'm thinking probably into... We can go into Revenge of the Hunted, I guess, to sort of see us through. Well, I don't know, it's kind of average. I don't tend to play through too this far in these sorts of events. Where would be useful for us to head from here? Into the Shadow section is not a bad idea, and we can grab Revenge of the Hunted on the way. We can essentially go through Will of the Blades, up through Coordination, Blood Siphon, Trickery, or into like just the attack speed, fizz damage set out there. I think that's what we'll do. That's pretty basic. We don't have too much time here. We'll have to think a bit more about what will be better Ranger builds in the future, but I'll start off with this and we'll see how it plays out. We'll play pretty safely and cautiously and sort of feel out this event and what we can do with it. So that's a level 23 bow set up for us when we level up, so we can swap out to that. It's a 3-link. We do have a few links here. Rain of Arrows. I'm pretty happy with Rain of Arrows. Would have got added cold physical projectile attack damage. I'm pretty happy with Rain of Arrows, and we can use Shrapnel Shot as our single target. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Lightning Arrow out, and I'm going to leave my helmet in because we're going to replace the bow first. We don't need less than multiple projectiles. I'm going to use Shrapnel Shot with faster attacks with Blink Arrow. That does mean that we have a bit of a faster movement skill. I don't know if that's essential, though. It's not like we have any other damage supports, though, so that's probably going to work just fine. So let's go ahead and put Blink Arrow in here. Now, we can run to the vendors, but we don't really have anything to purchase at the moment. These are just basically different stat options that we have. Okay, alright. So, we do have the option of going to the vendor, but there's nothing really at the vendor that's going to be too helpful right now. How are resists looking right off the bat here? Fire and lightning a little bit, cold is nothing. Okay, so I think definitely the intention here is that we're going to give you just enough to be able to kill some mobs in a very sketchy fashion, and you guys have to gear yourselves up. This is kind of exciting. I'm keen for this. Getting a bit of a look at some of the different types of gear people have here. We have Fizz damage gloves. This other person here has 6 life gloves. OP! +1 spell gems? That's not bad, but our starting weapons aren't too bad either. At least ZiggyD didn't give us terrible starting weapons. The defensive gear is rubbish, but yeah, at least I didn't give us terrible starting weapons. Alright, so we're going to run straight to City of Sun. It'll be interesting to see how many people peel north and try to progress, and how many people go south. I feel like most people will figure out to go south. I feel like City of Sun's the best choice, but maybe once the meta progresses for this race type, we'll see some other strategies arise. But this is what I'm going to try right off the bat. I haven't discussed this with anyone or anything. Like, well, it'll be really interesting to see how many people do what sort of, Alright, looks like a lot of people went off to the vendors and left and things like that. Interesting. Alrighty, we'll see how we go. Let's get this started. Let's get a Herald of Ash equipped here. We do have a Quicksilver, which is really nice. I'm quite glad about that. Alright, so we have enough damage to wreck these guys in here. We're gonna take that armor as scrap because we do need like to be able to purchase stuff and get enough scrolls to identify any gear that we get, because we're gonna be looking for gear pretty quickly here. So I'm actually gonna kill. I think I'm gonna kill Rez. We'll try and kill him with the packs as well. It's been a little while since I've done a race, so it should be interesting here. Alright, I'm gonna grab that 2-stone there. I don't need the Silken Garb. Alright, I'm gonna pop this. Hopefully get something from this one, though it's mostly gonna be white gear, I'd imagine. We'll check out anyway. Alright, nothing there for us. I'm gonna be pretty aware of the types of gear that are dropping and what we can potentially do with it. So it looks like we've already done the quest in here, so I don't need to worry about killing him at least. And he takes way too long to kill, so we're not gonna do that. So as I said, we're going to try to aim to get like 2 levels in here and hopefully get some gear upgrades to be able to progress. We can kill things okay, so that we could probably progress cautiously, but not having any resistances is going to be a little dangerous later on. Getting to docks as quickly as possible is also probably going to be a very good strategy. And you could probably do docks normal with this level of gear. I mean, we did start with a little bit of fire resistance, and you could probably find a little bit of gear on the way there. But this is going to be the safest approach for now, so we'll give this a go and see how it goes. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten any useful gear drops yet, but a couple of scrolls and things like that. Nothing too major. Hopefully we can find something like some augments would be really helpful. Chainmail Tunic is not likely to be helpful. I don't think I can even equip that. Oh, Fusing Orb. We may end up needing that. We'll give that a go here. Alright, I'm pretty happy with the amount of damage we start off, though. Like, this is a pretty solid amount of damage for this point. Thought I saw a lockbox up there. We do have the champ packs. These guys are going to be good XP and gear for us. Alright, you fellas. Give us something useful here. At least I think we'll be pretty covered for bows. Honestly, we could keep this same bow we've got going already through this entire race event, but we'll certainly be keeping an eye out for any bows that we can alch if we get any alch drops or anything like that. Alright, this guy's going to be a little bit of a pain. Let's see if we can take him out there. No drops for us. Alright, we'll reset at this waypoint. See if we can find ourselves a couple pieces of gear. Well, it looks like we might just be getting our levels without much else happening. Alright, here's some champs for us. Not too much. 3 champs. Come on, fellas. Gotta hate how these things run away like this, right, though? Alright, there we go. Nothing for us. Mr. Scroll, no biggie. Some nice packs of beetles there, giving us some nice juicy XP. Oh, this is what we need. Alright, I'm gonna just YOLO click this strongbox. We do have Blink Arrow, so we can kind of get out of that with that. It was detonate dead, which is a little bit of a concern, but we only ate just the edge of it, so not too bad. Unfortunately, it spawns like a series of enemies, which is kind of annoying. And wow, that's unfortunate. There's really nothing there that's going to be useful for us. Well, it had potential, but it didn't quite pan out. All right, there's 2 rares here. All right, this is going to be good, and they're stacked up on top of each other too, which is perfect. Yeah, taking a bit of damage off him. Man, there's really no gear dropping in here for us. We might have to just take this option to... there's an owl. Perfect. All right. So we need to keep an eye out for... I'm not going to bother with that chainmail tunic. It will swap out to that better bow. And that alk is going to be very useful. I've got to think of what's going to be the most useful thing for me to alk. And I'm thinking probably gloves, because that has a good potential of rolling good damage affixes. And if it rolls survivability, we get survivability. Either way, it's going to be pretty useful. So I think we'll do that. Alking a chest would be okay defensively, but I think we'll alk gloves. Look at that nice balance of potential of damage, or like there's nothing bad you can get on gloves really. It's pretty hard to get a bad pair of gloves at this point compared to what we have right now. I'll keep my fizz quiver because I have a good chunk of physical increase rather than the fire arrow quiver. So I got this guy. Transmutation's gonna be helpful. Might be worth transmuting that ring. I think it's definitely worth transmuting that ring, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's take out these guys here. Might as well kill this boss just here since I've already got them down pretty low. Man, nothing at all happening for us here. Because we already started off with move speed boots, I don't think it's essential that I like alk boots, for example. Alright, so I need to keep an eye out for a pair of gloves. Blacksmith whetstone, we'll grab that. I doubt we'll need to use that for weapon vendor recipe, but we'll grab that anyway. Alright, I'm gonna do one more run down, and then we're gonna take the exit that way because it's actually closer to the entrance to the next progression zone. So we'll run through here, grab the rest of this, well, close to the rest of this level, and then we'll be able to start the progression. Seems like a lot of people have probably taken the option to rush for docks. It might well be the correct decision. A bit hard to say at this point. But it'll be very interesting to see how this pans out. Kind of all going into this blind. If you guys did this race as well and did it with a different strategy, let me know how you did it. It'll be interesting to hear how you guys approached it and how well it worked out for you guys. Alright. There's some wrapped mints. We can use those. Low base, unfortunately, but we don't really care about that. Alright, there's some life. And did I get any resist on there? Bit of mana. Alright, that's probably still worth using, and it's got the red on it too, which is nice and helpful. Alright, might as well finish that guy off. Check that scale double, check that one. Alright, I'm gonna transmute this ring. Just roll dexterity, not that useful. We do need more lightning resist though. So I'm gonna swap out this fire resist ring here for more lightning resist, because we're gonna go kill the piety boss to move forwards. Got that ruby, that could actually be pretty handy for farming docks later. So from here, we're gonna go down into this entrance and run up to the doorway, rather than going, you know, back to town and running all the way up through town. We'll just do this little stretch here, and while we're doing this, we can check out what we got here. That's pretty good. We'll put that on, and I'll go ahead and put these guys on. Did I not click that entrance? Might have just been loading. Okay, we'll put Herald of Ash back in here. Alright, that's good. It might not have been a bad idea to actually go grab a Herald of Ice, to be honest. I can go get that from Act 2. Alright, next opportunity, like waypoint or whatever, I'm gonna go grab Herald of Ice. Because I should totally be running that. Because that's just basically free damage. It's not like I need the extra unreserved mana or anything. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be a little careful through here. There is a bit of fire damage in here and coming up, so I'm gonna swap this here. I did run myself into a dead end, unfortunately. Not too good with the navigating on this zone here. I'm gonna stick to the left-hand side and we'll see how that pans out for us. Alright, there's our level. Good thing we're like kind of one-shotting everything, so that's gonna help with us with our potential defensive issues. I'm gonna keep heading up into Shadow and get ourselves some more damage. Gonna grab that portal scroll. Buckler's not gonna be much use to us. I'm gonna get rid of this and get rid of this. Another strong box, I'll take that. Gotta keep popping those strong boxes to try and get some decent gear here. Okay. I don't think we... I might hold on to the stat amulets for now. We might end up needing some of that. No. We might need the strength just for Herald of Ash. It's not like I need to level Herald of Ash, though. We'll hold until for now anyway, there's no reason to throw them out. Alright, so unfortunately we ended up in the Perpetus corner, which I should need to keep going down bottom, sort of going down south this way and following this route along. That area up there was kind of like that little upper section there, I think is where Perpetus spawns. I didn't actually see him though. Alright, let's just keep taking out these big packs. It feels so strange to be going into like a race setting with having, you know, very little idea of what's going to be the best way to approach it when, you know, other race types like starting 1 hour races, Mavale kills, Brutus kills, all that are so well practiced and there's so much community knowledge there. There is a bit of meta when it comes to like doing a regular race all the way through that goes through Act 3, but this is a very unusual setting for me personally. Not something I've done too much of. I'm thinking probably what's going to shake out as far as where people go to. Some people will go to docks, I'm sure, in this, and we'll just farm in docks. But I actually think that going through Piety and Dominus and farming in Dried Lake might actually be what ends up happening for a lot of people. See some people already going through into Solaris, so it looks like they plan on doing just that. Alright, we're going to grab that waypoint now. Just as a backup, we shouldn't need to actually use that waypoint at all. Alright, our Ruby Flask is going to be pretty helpful in here. There is quite a bit of fire damage. And then we got enough lightning resist to deal with Piety at the end of this, so we should just be fine. We've got to be a little careful here though, like some of these guys, like those discharges and that, we're going to watch out for that. We're getting shot by a bunch of fireballs or the firestorms or something like that. I'll take out these frost bearers here, so you can grab that chest before they explode. Zoom! Okay, let's head up this way. Looks like we found Piesto nice and fast, so that's good. Okay. We'll drop our decoy down there and have all those ads group up and take them out, and then we'll take out Piety nice and quick here. You don't really want to stand on top of that lightning storm, but Piety going down nice and fast. Damage is pretty good here, so the skills setup that we started off with is pretty solid. Alright, we're going to character select here and log back in. That'll get us back to town as quickly as possible. And we need to go get keys from Clarissa. Now, I'm going to take this opportunity to go to Act 2 and get Herald of Ice. I think it's going to speed us up a good deal. And I think that's probably going to be a lot of people I think are going to forget that we can do that. So we go here, purchase Herald of Ice. Oh, we need an alteration for it. Oh, man. All right. Okay, I forgot about that part. I was thinking, it's a scroll, right? I'm pretty sure it's a scroll. But no, it's actually an alteration, so that's unfortunate. We got to run back up through this way here. All right. I'm not going to bother with that coral amulet, so we'll just leave that there for now. All right. We maybe could have purchased our way up to an alteration, but we'll just, next time we find an alt, we're going to try and try and grab that. So I didn't see the sewers entrance this way. Can it actually be up to the right? I think it can be. All right. Let's head this way, and hopefully my hunch is correct about this one. There it is, right there, perfect. Glad I didn't just run left, we could have wasted a whole lot of time. 2 alks, right off the bat, not bad. That's actually pretty solid. I'm gonna reactivate a Herald of Ash there. I think we can probably skip City of Sun. Reflecting now, like, on how not difficult this, like, early progression is here, I think you can skip City of Sun and just go straight to docks. It's gonna be sketchy, but I think that's fine. That's racing in general, right? Is going full sketchy mode. Now we don't really need to grab these buffs because I doubt we're gonna actually turn them all in. But yeah, no, I don't really see any possible scenario in which we would go turn them all in. I'll alk other things before I alk another pair of gloves, I guess. Let's get rid of those. Alright, I'll take out this row. We're going to be pretty careful here in sewers. Sewers is very sketchy. There's quite a bit of elemental damage, some nasty chaos damage and things like that. Alright. So I'm just going to completely skip that bust. It's a non-essential quest, and to complete the bust turn-in would just give us a passive for a small amount of time. Really not helpful at all, and it would involve going into an extra sewer area. Not worth shooting those otherworldly when they have their buff effect up. Okay, there they go. Oh, we just did a loop. Damn it. Yeah, we'll take this guy out here since we already got him kind of low. I'll go for the, we'll go Alk this quiver, because we'll get a lot of damage on that. We'll get a little bit of extra damage, a good amount of accuracy, some lightning resist. Alright, that's not too bad. I think we can kill this ghost. Get some extra gear here. Thank you, ghost. It's a shield. Nothing too useful. Alright. Nothing too major for us there. I don't know why I have a broad axe. Alright, let's keep up on top of those quicksilvers. I think I might have been slacking on that a little bit. Let's just watch the discharge in here. If you kill a pack of enemies around these guys, they will generate a lot of charges, and their discharge will do a lot of damage, so you need to watch out for that. Try and focus them down first if you can. It's ideal. If you can stun lock them with things like Rain of Arrows quite effectively, which stops them from being able to use their ability. And, you know, be especially careful of any rare discharges. Alright. So we need to absolutely make sure that we grab this waypoint. Don't miss the waypoint. Well, that's pretty much going to be GG, because you have to go all the way back through the sewers. It will take a very long time. Alright, let's get this guy here, get that pack down. Now we should be able to continue straight past here and get our way to the exit. And then basically run straight to docks. I don't think we'll be farming docks. I think I'll try. I think I'll try and progress through to Act 4, and we'll see how that plays out. Like, I think there's more than enough time to go to Act 4. Just hopefully we can get some decent resistance gear to make our way through Piety and Dominus, otherwise we're going to have a hard time. This might not actually be the correct way. Oh, I should be using my single target there. Is there another exit? There's not another exit, alright. So, the trick for navigating this zone is to... Let me just scoot up here. Is to follow the corpses. There's kind of like corpses of blackguards with little trails of blood, and if you follow those guys, then you're going to be heading the right way. So they'll usually be placed around like the entrances of buildings and things like that. What's going to be worth augmenting, I wonder? What's our belt have on it? Life. What could we get on that? A resist. We could get a resist on the lightning ring. I'm going to augment the lightning ring then. There we go, extra lightning res, not too bad. I think that's not too bad. Okay, let's keep progressing through here then. As long as I can keep heading kind of like through this zone outside of buildings, I will try and do that, because the progression through the outside of the buildings is a lot better. Warehouse District is actually a pretty good farming zone, and often in shorter races people will rush to Warehouse District, but that's really not, it's not worth farming. There's the corpse. Really not worth farming in here in like a race that has started in this act, right? Like we're looking to progress into Act 4, and that's what we're going to do, I'm pretty sure. Seeing a lot of deaths come up on the left-hand side of the screen. Always entertaining. We'll check that royal bow just on the off chance that it's amazing. And that's not very amazing at all. It's got a very average hybrid roll. I'm not going to bother killing any like resistance rare if you're playing a spellcaster, or like discipline rare. Any of those guys just take way too long to kill to be worth the XP. I mean, if they keep following you and they get killed on the way chasing you, like this guy, then that's fine. But you don't want to stand there and try and kill him. In general practice, it's good to bring rares to packs anyway if you're going to be killing rares at all. And a lot of the time, if rares are by themselves and they're not going to follow you, then just skipping them is going to be best. I'm kind of like hard up for gear, so I thought we'd kill a few extra rares on this run through, but may not have been the best. Oh my god, the alchemies though. So, and soul conduits, another good example of someone you shouldn't kill. I'm wondering if it's worth taking out these guys. They're not too hard to kill, and they do give pretty good gear drops. I think I'm going to do it. There's another royal bow for us to check. Some gauntlets. Ouch. That hurt. What do I want to alch next then? Probably a chest or a helmet, I would say. Both are pretty hard to get bad stats on. Alright, so there should be some corpses at this entrance. No, there's not. Oh. Oh no, there he is. Yep, he is there. Let's just put up against that wall there. Ouch! Oh my god, that volatile. We're gonna be super careful of volatile with the low resistances we have. It's gonna crush us. Alright, we'll be a little careful about that. Wow. Alright, into the marketplace. Let's check out some of this stuff. Oh, 63% royal, nice. Good, good, good. That's a very good drop. That's 28. Okay, we'll hold on to that. Not a bad idea to keep that ruby, actually. There's a 4-link, we want that. There's our chest upgrade right there. Alright, so I'm going to... Well, Well, I only have one augment. I would augment the chest, but I'm going to save it for the bow that we just got, because we could augment attack speed on that. It's going to be really nice. Okay, so I'm going to equip this chest here. And we're going to try and put our main attack with faster attacks. It's worth sacrificing a little bit of speed on the single target for a better AoE. So the faster attacks will make us much more mobile overall. So let's start that shift happening now as we progress through this zone. So as you can see, we're just completely skipping all the boss stuff. Not going to be worrying about any of that. You can just run straight through here without dealing with any of this stuff. This actually take a long time to kill. They're really not worth the time. Do our flasks have any rolls on them? They do have some rolls on them. I'll grab this waypoint just for safety. I didn't actually check what our flasks have on them. Extra charges. Extra charges. Okay, alright. Stun recovery in the Quicksilver. At least they have something on them though. Alright, so this section can be a little confusing. I'm going to run along this right-hand side wall just to check that it's not going to be there. It should be far left then. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that it's far left. Alright, we'll check those boots there. Those are pretty good defensive boots, but we much prefer the move speed. I don't need this claw, and I don't need this. Okay, we'll check these gloves. Not very good. Let's get rid of those. I don't think I would have even been able to wear them, actually. Come to think of it. Alright, here's our exit here. I'll just kill this sauce pack. Oops, missing. Alright, let's shuffle these guys over now. Rain of Arrows. We could go grab an added fire. I just realized that this isn't actually all greens. I don't actually have an added fire on me at the moment. We could go grab an added fire. Wondering if it's going to be worth it. Do I have an alteration yet for Herald of Ice? We don't have one just yet. Alright, I'm going to put added cold on... Actually, we'll swap these back around, but we'll prepare. We may be able to grab an added fire later. Or another red. Well, it's pretty much only added fire. So I like to head straight upwards to grab this waypoint from that entrance, kind of like north, not on the map north, but like actually player north, so straight up. And then you'll typically run into that waypoint, and you want to grab that because it's going to save a lot of time coming back from docks. So now we can run out this way, but we want to stop in and grab the ribbon spools soon. So ribbon spool will be just down this way. I guess we could have head straight down instead. Alright, we want to kill this sub-fizz before we get to that, there's a unique guy in here that deals a lot of damage, so we need to kill that sub-fizz before he comes out. Alright, let's take him out since he's almost dead. There's another royal bow, but we know for a fact that we already have a pretty good one lined up. So we're in pretty good shape here. Let's take these guys out. Alright, good stuff. Now you'll notice I've kept Lightning Arrow and LMP. I didn't keep them in gear because I didn't want to have to shuffle gems around. But I think that it might actually be faster once we get to Dried Lake. Maybe. We might be able to test that. But if we get to Dried Lake and farm Dried Lake, LMP Lightning Arrow could actually be, I think, faster. So let's grab this level here. We're almost into Shadow, which is going to give us some nice boost when we start farming. Now, there's a lot of fire damage in here we need to watch out for. That Ruby is going to be very helpful. So we'll keep an eye out for any nasty flame bearers there. Void bearers even. We can stun and kill most of them from range. Is that another Alk? What the Alks? Oh my god, so many Alks. I need to spend them though. We need to find stuff to Alk. Alright, keeping an eye out for any helmets and don't need chests now. We could do boots, probably jewelry. Amulets could be a decent choice now at this point. We could still Arc gloves. The current ones are not great. No, I didn't really want to go this way. Well, we got the waypoint as a backup anyway. Okay. 2 levels until the bow. This level is 29. We're in danger of becoming underleveled. Might actually, probably good that we grab that waypoint then, because it might actually be a good idea at this point to farm this zone a little bit. We will... I'll be a little thorough in here, and we'll see how it pans out. Alright, and we'll keep an eye out for any gear that we can potentially Alk to. So I'm going to try and find the Infernal Talc or what it is. Okay. Bit low on life loss, so just watching out for that at the moment. Blue Void Bearers, a little sketchy potentially. Alright, good stuff. I think he couldn't do okay with Shrapnel Shot as an AoE, but it's just such a good single target that it seems a waste to use it as your AoE and then not have a good single target. So with the setup that we were giving at the start here, I do think it is better to be using Shrapnel as a single target rather than as your AoE. Because then what are you going to use as your single target? Lightning Arrow? It's not really the best. Not really the best single target, so... I'll grab that Colossal Life Flask, because that is an upgrade. So I'll keep on hand on that for now. So we have that now. It's actually... I don't know, I need some XP though. I mean, we can get through... I don't know, Dox is pretty good XP at this point. Well, I'll grab the rest of this level until this zone's cleared, and then I'll character screen and we'll go to Solaris from the waypoint. I think that's probably the best thing that we could do. We can let our Herald of Ash kill weakened enemies, so if there's like enemies with like a little bit of HP left, and we've seen that they've been ignited, you can just let the Herald of Ash kill them, so that'll speed us up a little bit, potentially. Okay, so far so good. I think this has been a decent run so far. Need to keep an eye out for gear a little more. Can we use those class boots? We could. I don't know if like we already have 15% move speed boots. I don't know if it's worth alking other pairs though, because it's going to be pretty hard to get another pair of boots with move speed and like better stats. I don't know. I'll use them elsewhere, I think. All right. Maybe I should have just character screened there, but we'll go down this way a little bit since I've already started the run. Let's take out these guys here. Okay, let's character screen from here now that we got that level. At least we won't be in danger of running into any XP penalties or anything like that. Okay, let's head up through Battlefront into Solaris and continue our progression. So we're on our way to we're in Shadow now. We've got the nice attack speed node there. These guys are a little nasty, so we'll try and mostly avoid fighting too much in here. The ribbons are good though, they go down nice and easy. One shot and they're down. Easy XP. Whereas those, as you say, those blackguards take like 3 or 4 shots because they're quite tanky. Alright, into Solaris. So Solaris is way better than it used to be. It used to be a horrible zone to navigate. I'm glad these Solaris zone improvements have been made in time for these new race formats. I think this race season is going to be pretty good overall. It's got a good distribution of different race types. Even like Endless Ledge makes a little bit of an appearance, even though I think it's supposed to be its off-season, but there's at least one Endless Ledge in there. But a lot of Descents, a lot of these like other alternate start races, and I think there was like a boss kill that was like an alternate start boss kill too, which is really cool. Why are these all ribbons so spread out today? So, like a much more dynamic, interesting race season than in the past. The race rewards are decent too. Whispering Ice at 100 points, which is quite attainable for anyone who wants to get in and do just a decent amount of races. You don't even have to perform particularly well. You just need to do quite a lot of races to get that. But if you are performing well, then you only need to do a little bit of races. But yeah, if you dedicate yourself to it, you can definitely get that alternate art Whispering Ice, which is going to be a very cool collector's item. Cool item, cool 3D art, cool 2D art. Like I think that's going to be a pretty nice like collector's item to have, so definitely worth jumping into the racing to try and work your way towards that. If you've been interested in racing, I do particularly enjoy racing myself quite a lot. Alright. So we'll kill in here a bit. This is a 27 zone. Maybe actually, because this is a lower level zone, maybe leaving Dox till later might have been better actually, I wonder. Well, then you have to come back via the waypoint, which is a little annoying. Maybe just not doing that little bit of extra farming in Dox like I did, because this lower level zone you'll kind of level up in a little bit. But maybe I should just be kind of skipping a lot of things in here. Oh, we can pass through here. Oh my god. For real? For real? Wow. Blocked by the dressing screen. Alright, here we go. Is this for... Oh my god, is this going to continue through? I hope so. This area can still be a little confusing, because the map's horrible in this, like trying to, like, pick where you can actually path through, it almost didn't even look like I could path through there. It can be a little rough, kind of just getting through this zone, just because trying to see what the actual map is trying to tell you. Kind of, I will confess that I think Path of Exile does need an overhaul for its map overlay system. I think it could definitely be improved. Alright, so we have both our quest items. We can go grab the Infernal Talc. Grab an Amber Amulet. Check that. It's decent-ish. Decent-ish. We'll go straight to Warehouse District from here. There's not much on my current one, so we'll go ahead and put that on. It's certainly better than what we've got. And we don't need that. Don't need that. I mean, we could sell those. We're going fine for scrolls. I have a lot of armors and stuff to sell as well. Okay, and into the Ebony Barracks. Alright, pretty solid so far. So, now we're going to run through straight to Piety. Take out Piety, hopefully semi-effectively. We have 71 lightning resist and 32 fire res. There's not too much cold damage to worry about. The cold enemies in here are the use Arctic armor. They don't actually use a cold like spell or anything like that, so there's really not too much to worry about as far as cold damage is concerned. Scepter of God is a different story though. I don't know why I even decided to shoot those. Those guys have discipline. We're certainly not gonna be killing Gravicious. I don't think there's a useful skill off Gravicious in normal for us. There might actually be. Oh, I think Blast Rain off Gravicious. Ooh, it could be really good though. Alright, we're gonna try for it. This is the first race of this kind. Let's experiment a little, shall we? Alright, I'm gonna pop my Ruby Flask here. This is definitely a little sketchy though. The old Gravicious kill is gonna be a little difficult. Alright, thankfully we've got some extra flasks. Alright, yeah, it's 6 AM here, so I didn't end up streaming this this race. I thought I would just wake up and do a sleepy-ish recording. Oh my god, I let my mana run down. He's gonna take us out. We're gonna be careful here. Alright, we're gonna quickly portal. This is a lot of time, but Blast Rain is really good, and I'm pretty sure you get it from Gravicious. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna kick myself here, but let's see. I should have checked the race rewards before the race. Didn't quite have enough time though. Alright, let's quickly go back. Blast Rain is very good. It is very good. No. It's like curses and that. Alright. Whatever. Wait, no, it is. It is. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, good. That was an earlier quest reward for the other one. Alright, we'll go back in here. So at 28, we get Blast Rain and this bow here. Yeah, both at 28. Cool. Alright, I'm going to augment this bow now. We got Dexterity. Yay! Put a little bit of damage on there, why not? Alright, so let's get that Herald of Ash going. Did I not have that on that whole time? Oh my god. Worst. I kind of need better resist. Let's go and head and alch this. Alch this 2-stone here. We got some damage. Pretty good LE damage roll from the looks of it. And like nothing else. The other stats are horrible. Okay. Alright then. Well, it's... we don't need the cold just yet, so we'll hold on to that for later. Even though it's got a bit of damage on there, we'll keep the lightning resist going through this zone, I think. Okay, that's a blue pack there. We'll take these guys out. We always want to take out those champs. They're pretty much always worth it. Okay. What else am I looking at here? I'm not going to bother killing that boss, obviously. How are we going for zone level 29? Okay, we should be able to keep up just fine with the zone levels here. Let's cut across this way. Still have one more alch to spend and 2 transmutes we can potentially spend as well. We'll be skipping you, just watching out for the chain pull, running at a slight angle, just so we don't get that chain pull. Definitely want to be avoiding that one. Alright, so we should be able to continue through this way here. The Righteous Fires guys aren't too much of a threat. Pretty easy to blast through those guys. Iceform Piety is the only cold damage in Lunaris, but it's very avoidable, right? And as an evasion character, you have a pretty good chance of not getting hit by it anyway. What are we sitting at? We're sitting at 50% evasion just from wearing like the random evasion gear that we have on right now. So, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that the Iceform won't even hit us if like one attack kind of manages to land potentially. But otherwise, you can just hold behind the pillars. So typically, right is your first point of call, and if it's a dead end, then you want to go straight to left straight away. But you want to be heading north and to the outwards of the map as much as possible. So we're going to head along this way until we see any sort of branches out from this sort of central path. This is a bit of a weird one. It could be up in the top left then, which is kind of rare. I'm hoping that it wasn't back down that way. Let's see. This one might be a bit of a funky layout. Ooh, this is a bit weird. I don't think it's ever really down though. This is a very weird layout. Okay. I'm gonna kill those blood elementals there. Alright, here we go. Alright, pretty weird layout. It's more often to the up and right, but there you go. Same sort of deal here. You wanna head outwards, like you're on this kind of like next ring essentially here, and you want to head outwards as much as possible. That sections there's a dead ends. It's going to be the other direction. Sometimes you can see a spot where you can use blink arrow to jump up to the upper level. So definitely try and take advantage of that if you can. All right, those tentacle miscreations are probably one of the most threatening things in here at the moment, along with the vulnerability whipper. There is a nasty lightning damage mini boss in here. Spine crack, and if you see her, you want to be avoiding her as best as possible. The good thing about the tentacle miscreations is that you can completely avoid them. Just make them start their barrage and then just sidestep, and they'll be locked into their animation for quite some time. And as long as you kind of like circle strafe around them, you're going to be fine. And take out this champ pack here. We have a new helmet to alch, so I'm going to alch that once I'm level 30, I guess. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap the bow. Nice bow upgrade, keeping our damage up perfectly. And we are going to cheat. Can I cheat this? Oh, I don't think I can. I think that area is blocked off. Okay. Alright. Oh, I think it'll be this way. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. And now we want to equip that blast rain. So let's put that in there. Good stuff. Now, this is always the one cart. Always take the one cart direction. So blast rain's a really good single target as well now, so we don't even need to worry about using shrapnel shot, because blast rain is a better single target than It's pretty much a better single target than the shrapnel shot anyway, but especially because it's supported, whereas shrapnel shot's only supported by faster attacks. Okay. So just be conscious of if you've been cursed in this zone, there is vulnerability whipping miscreations, and the projectile weakness does make the tentacle miscreations hurt a little bit more as well. So you can see our damage is looking pretty good now. Let's go through there. How are we going for level? Level 30. We're staying on top of our level just fine. Can I equip that new life flask yet? No, not yet. It's level 30. Okay, so we have, for level 30, we have a helmet we can potentially alch, and we have a flask lined up. Okay, perfect. Let's take out these guys all at once if we can here. The Union of Souls, they empower when the rest of them are slain, so if you can take them all down at once, that's the best thing to do. I don't know, it could be worth alching a belt, to be honest, a rustic sash. The current rustic sash is not very good. That was a very low rolled one though, so if I'm gonna alch one, I'll alch one that's like closer to like 18 plus rather than like 12. Alright, let's grab those guys. And keep it rolling. Not too bad so far. I haven't been using my Poacher's Mark at all, but we definitely could be using that on some of these packs like this, because that life gain on hit means you can basically kind of just, a lot of the time, just stand there, because you'll be getting a lot more sustain, and helps keep that mana up as well. Oh, that's pretty good. And we'll definitely use it on Piety too. Blast Rain is much better with Poacher's Mark too, because it hits 4 times. Alright, she's gonna be zooming. Where did she go? Alright, she's 5 form. We're not quite tanky enough to tank 5 form, but we can kind of tank the end of it and just use that as an opportunity to deal some damage to her. We want to try and kill the ice portals if we can. Oh my god! Wow! Wow! I just got obliterated. Wow. That was so very close. I will be very curious to look at the VOD and see how much HP I had left from that, because that was nuts. Wow, that was so much damage. Okay, not again, please. That was enough of that. I think she got me with like the AoE of one and the projectile of another, because she hit the wall or something, maybe? Damn, that was crazy. Oh, I'm so lucky. I shouldn't be alive. Well, that was very entertaining. Where is she? She's ice form, I'm sure of it. Maybe not. Oh, she was. She just didn't see me. Alright, we can take her out here. Okay, there we go. Wow. Oh, that was a little bit scary. Well, okay. There's nothing there for me. No, I don't need the full leather. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we can just character screen from here. What an entertaining party fight. Holy moly. Okay. We're gonna go to Clarissa. Actually, Grigor and get our passives. We might as well, because it doesn't really take much extra time. And... I really should have purchased some better life flasks, maybe. Huh. Alright, we'll go straight on to Dominus here. See how we can go. Alright, so at this point we need better cold res. So I'm going to equip this ring over this one and get some better cold resistance. I'm still very low though. We're gonna check out this armor because this could be good for us. We need potentially some items here. Mesh boots is worth checking for sure. Alright, let's head on in here. And we'll grab that fizz damage node as soon as I can. I actually missed it there. I hate how it always resets back to the ranger start, so I have to keep scrolling it upwards and trying to find the right spot. I have another point to spend too. Grab that one. Alright, good. So, very concerned by my resistances. At least, lightning is kind of the most dangerous going through Scepter. We just have to be very careful of those I don't know. Yeah, lightning is pretty dangerous, but the Arctic Leapers are the real concern. As far as the actual Dominus fight goes, lightning being the largest concern, that makes me glad that I have enough lightning resist. And if I swap that other ring back in, then I will have plenty of lightning resist. So we just need to try and probably just like alching more rings is not a bad idea. If I get any more 2 stones, alching those, trying to get some good resistances is a pretty good call. I do have level and a bit. I can alch that helmet, and that could roll some good resist, which could help. So we'll try and level up through Scepter of God here enough to equip that, maybe. It's probably not a bad idea. We're 4 levels under now. Don't really like killing stuff in here all that much, though. Alright, this champ pack will help. Give us another level. Close to. Alright, those Arctic Leapers I'm most afraid of, so we're just going to try and avoid those completely where possible. A lot of this stuff you just really going to want to skip entirely, really. Oh, Purity of Elements, that's actually amazing. Wow, what a drop! That's super helpful. Can I equip it? I don't have enough intelligence, but I can get that. I can fix that. Next level, there's a 30 int node I can get. Like, we path past a 30 int node, which is perfect. Alright, so these are always in the corners, in these corner zones, never in those edge zones, so there's no point going to the edge zones. Sometimes you can, like, path through them a bit if in a pinch, but typically you just want to kind of keep running through the middle as much as possible. I'm actually very low now. I don't have any flasks, so even though this is wasting time, better to live. Better to live and to continue. Because you don't get any points if you die in these races. I'm going to completely be avoiding that trapper, obviously. Caligula is very nasty. And straight into this next quarter zone. Alright, I really want to grab the rest of this level, though. So let's try and get it here. Alright. Oh my god, so close to a level. Come on, just give me the rest of this level, please. Where am I going to put this, though? I don't have any blue sockets. Oh my god. Maybe these gloves? I'm not high enough level for them. They're actually kind of good, though. Well, I'm going to grab the int node, and hopefully we can get a blue... What can I get a blue on? My boots? There we go. How's that? This is what I love about racing in PoE. It's always about, like, just trying to, like, bootstrap things together as much as possible. You're always just trying to, like, alright, how can I pull all these little different things together to try and make this work? Like, maybe if I just do this, I'll be okay. Whoa, okay. Settle down, you lot. Settle down, please. Alright, let's get that Herald of Ash back on. I think I forgot about that for a while as well. Alright, so that brings our resist back up a good amount. Still pretty low on cold res though, so I do need to still be pretty careful. Like these Arctic Leapers here are death. Alright, we're gonna grab this waypoint for safety. I don't think I can get through this way at all. Is that an exit there? No. Alright, dead end. I just didn't want to run back through those Arctic Leapers, but I guess we have to. Alright, not too bad. We'll run straight through the middle here. I thought I'd be able to. Uh-oh. Whoa, that was bad. That was very bad. Okay. That low cold res means that if I get frozen, it's going to be a very long duration. I considered logging, but it was we toughed it out. We toughed it out. It worked out okay. Oh my god, I don't have any flasks at the moment. Okay, settle down, you lot. It's enough of that. Okay, level 30, we can equip that next flask. We'll transmute that once we get there. Oh, this is horrible. I kind of just ducked in here for safety for a bit. We can't actually continue progressing through this area here. Alright, here we go. There's the next floor. Wow. This is fun. At least the Void Bearers aren't going to give us any problems. Just these Arctic Leapers. Alright. There's a Rustic Sash. I'm going to alch that. Alright, there's a bit of cold resist at least. That's something. Okay, okay. How are our resists looking now? 43, 69, 32 colds. It's enough. We can do it. I think we can do it with this amount. The Dominus fight is going to be scary, but I think we can do it. The league is ending in 1 minute. Ah, damn. We're not gonna, is this only a 45-minute race? Oh, I thought it was an hour race. Oh my god, okay. Well, there you go. It's only a 45-minute race. In that case, I don't think we're gonna make it through the Dominus fight in this time. Okay, this being a 45-minute race, I think we're still gonna see people going through into Act 4, because obviously I spent time in City of Sun. There's a lot that could be done to improve our time. Looks like some people are farming catacombs. We're just gonna kill a few more mobs in here. That was it. It was an interesting experiment nonetheless. Didn't realize it was only a 45-minute race. You guys are probably watching back on this video. I'll be like, "What? But how's he gonna do this? He's not realized how much time he has left." Well, no, I didn't read the rules close enough. Obviously, that's gonna be it then. Level 29, not the best. If I had have realized and we spent time farming, we could have got a lot more there. Let's at least not die though. There we go. Alright, well that's the end of it. An interesting first race here. An interesting first race. I doubt we'll be getting any sort of place. I'll go check it out in a second, but I do really like these alternate start races. Add something really new and interesting to like to the Path of Exile racing, so pretty excited to see how these play out and see how the meta develops around them and things like that. It looks like we could well see people just farming docks then for 45 minutes. I still think that there's good potential that a lot of the higher end races will go to Act 4 and farm in Dried Lake. Like you can get through Act 3 with enough time left over to make Act 4 farming worth it in 45 minutes, I think. I don't think it takes that much time to get through Act 3. It took us a lot of extra time because I do think we wasted time in Sun. I do think that was unnecessary. I think we can go straight through to docks. It's certainly risky going through sewers and that, but I think it's entertaining. But yeah, no, I totally think you could get to Act 4, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. We shall see how it develops over the course of the season, hey? So it looks like we pulled out 4 points for the reaching level 28. Not too bad. The first race of the season, we can only go up from here, so I look forward to seeing how far we can push it. Looks like some of the top players reached level 35, so we have a lot of room to grow. Let's say it like that, shall we? So let me know how you guys did in the race, if you guys played it, or what strategy you think will be dominant for this style of race. That's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.